guys, it's Jessica here, and if you haven't seen any of my previous videos, I have read The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo, and I am following her method in helping to organize my house and get rid of the clutter. And today I am going to be tackling the paper category, so I thought I would bring you guys along with me while I do that so you can see how the process is done. I do have to say that I don't feel like I have a lot of paper, so I'll be interested to see as I go through the category if my outlook on that changes or not, because I also didn't think I had too many clothes to get rid of or too many books to get rid of. And if you've seen my previous videos, it turns out I had a lot of books and clothes. So I'll be interested to see if I have the same conclusion when I come to the end of this category as well. So let's get started. I will show you what I am working with. Here we go. So here's what I'm working with. All this stuff on the top is social security cards, birth certificates, that type of thing. I also have some, those are envelopes. I also have some lab work, some receipts, some homeowner's insurance bills I have to send in. So this is sort of all current stuff that I need to go through. And then down here, this is our file cabinet. So in here I have, there's nothing really in these credit card slots other than like our sign-ins to get online. So I'm going to consolidate that. These are my homeschool papers, just like approval letters from the school, our progress reports that I send them and whatnot. And then this is my husband's health form, so I have his allergy test in here, blood work that he's had done, anything related to that, but this sort of needs to be gone through. There's a lot of stuff in here that I don't need to keep any longer, so I need to go through all of this. And then down here, these are all of our old tax returns, and then this whole pile is all the money that we've spent on this house. So I need to go through and add this up. We really don't have a need to keep the receipts, but we, just for our own records, want to know how much money we have spent on this house so that if we ever do decide to sell it, we can take that into consideration and kind of see what we need to sell it for and if it was worth it to do all the work. You know, it's just kind of for our own record. So I need to go through and kind of tally all those up. And then this is sort of the last bin of papers. Now a lot of the stuff in here I'm going to end up putting aside and put it in the sentimental category because it's just going through some of this stuff, I can just tell I'm going to have a really hard time getting rid of it. I'm going to try to go through what I can in this pile that's easy to get rid of, but some of the more sentimental things I think I'm going to have to set aside and just really contemplate what is important to keep. Oh yeah, these are old credit card statements. Those will be easy to get rid of. So that is what I'm working with, so let's get started. And here's what everything looks like that I am getting rid of. Instead of doing the KonMari method with the paper, I just went through each piece individually that was in the file cabinet and in that bin. I thought it seemed counterproductive to just put everything on the floor because realistically we don't have any like sentimental attachment to papers, and there is no, you know, it doesn't spark joy. So I felt like I could easily just go through the papers in their location and decide whether I needed to keep it for future reference or if I could just get rid of it. So what I did is, this is everything up here. This is all the receipts from the house. I went through and added them all up and got a number of how much money we have put into the house, so I no longer have a use for the receipts. In here we just have old bills, old car insurance policies, old homeowners insurance policies. I mean, you name it, it's here. And here's what it looks like after everything is shredded. So these two bags are pretty stuffed to the brim, and then this one is sort of half full. So about 2.5 bags worth of shredded paper gone and out of our lives for good. And this is all that remains after all that paper was shredded. Now, according to Marie Kondo, she has 3 categories when it comes to saving papers. And this is across the board, all papers should either go into one of these 3 categories. The first is needs attention. So for my needs attention category, I'm going to have a basket located in the kitchen, and this is where everything is going to go that needs attention. As you can see right now, there's a bill that we need to pay that is in there. And things in this basket are going to stay there for a very, very short time, like a few days to a week at the most. So that's the needs attention category. The second category is things that need to be saved on the short term. So that's what I'm using in this pink binder right there. And then in the white binder, the third category is things that need to be saved forever. So I will go over with you what is in each binder. I've already said things that are being saved short term in this basket are just bills that need to be paid or things that need attention immediately. This binder is things that need to be saved a little bit longer, but still not quite as long as the things in that binder. So here I have a miscellaneous category. I have these old folders that I cut in half and then put 3 hole punches in them. And I'm using them as dividers. So the first category is miscellaneous. In here, this is a free Fun Fridays that I need to reference for the summer. I'm going to be taking the kids to museums. I also have some blood work that they need to have done. This is our policies section. This is where we're keeping our house insurance policy as well as our car insurance policy. This changes every year, so I figured I'll keep it in here for the year and then change it out at the beginning of the next year. We hang on to our oil slips just to help us budget and be aware of how much oil we are using each year. And this is the house expenses fund. So I'm going to put, I have an ongoing tally in here of how much we've spent on the house so far, and then when I get a receipt, I will put it in here, and then at the end of the week or at the end of the month, I will add it all up so that it doesn't get to the point that it was before. That was about 2 years worth of receipts. And then this is debt. So this is where I keep all of our debt information. This is our visual aid. I have our credit card sign-ins as well as our budget. And so anything related to debt and finance goes in that category. So this is more short term. I do reference the things in this binder, not daily, but I would say a few times a week. And then in this binder, this is things that I am saving forever. So I will hardly ever reference this binder, so I'm going to pack it away. I might need it once every couple months, if that. So I'll show you what I'm keeping in here. These are our taxes. You're supposed to hang on to 7 years worth, so these are backdated 7 years. Then I have our health record, so this is all our health insurance information, as well as old lab work, the kids as well as mine, so anything related to health goes in there, allergy tests and whatnot. We are part of a homeowners association, so I have the covenants as well as the bylaws and anything related to the association in there. I don't need to reference this. I know what they are, so we just hang on to it just in case. Let's see. Manuals, we don't ever reference these, but my husband wanted to hang on to them just in case he needed them. So we have an ATV and then the plow for the plow truck. This is our registration, so all the registrations, we have a camper as well as our cars go in there. Let's see, what's this? This is our certificates. So all of our high school diplomas, college diplomas. I have my realtor's license, so that is in there, as well as our carrying permit license. So any diplomas, certificates, license type material goes here. And then last is our life insurance policy. So that goes in there. And that is what is in the Keep Forever binder. And there you have it. That is everything. Okay, and that wraps it up. So I am just amazed, first of all, at the amount of paper that I had, because like I said at the beginning of this video, I didn't think I had very much. It's amazing that everything is organized in these 2 binders. The only thing that I didn't include in these binders were our birth and marriage certificates and social security cards. Those I keep in our safe. But every other piece of paper that I have is in these 2 binders. And it's just so nice to know where everything is, and it's quick to find. And, you know, we just got rid of all of that clutter. Overall, this has just been such a positive experience. As I go through each category, it just amazes me the more and more that I'm getting rid of clutter and just organizing our lives. I found this category relatively easy. I didn't have any sentimental attachment to any of my paper. We didn't keep greeting cards, which I think she includes in this category, and everything else was just sort of receipts and old policies and old bills and pay stubs and that type of thing. So this category was really easy for me to go through. It only took probably about less than an hour to get rid of everything, organize everything, which was really, really nice. The next few categories though are going to become increasingly difficult because a lot of the items are going to have a lot more of a sentimental attachment. I have a lot of old journals, I have a lot of old love letters, and that type of thing. So it is going to get increasingly challenging, but this particular category I was able to get done very quickly, and I am very happy with the outcome. So I'd be interested to know. Let me know down in the comments below. Did you think this is one of the easier categories? Or which category are you on yet? Are you still stuck purging your closet, or have you completed the whole method? I'd love to hear your insights and experiences with using this method. So next week I will be purging the kids' toy room and decluttering it and organizing it, and I am so excited to do that. Since I started this organization project, I have been the most excited to tackle that category because at the end of the day, the house is just a mess and there's toys everywhere, and I'm really excited to declutter and just make that portion of the house organized because it never is, and it's a nightmare and it stresses me out. So look out for that video next week, and I'm also in that video going to be talking about this awesome book called Simplicity Parenting. It pairs really well with Marie Kondo's outlook on decluttering and simplifying. They go really well together, but that book is just specific to children. So I will be talking about that in the video. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.